So I said a couple books, and I did God Bless America, but there's two books. There's actually a third one, but I couldn't find it. I have a pop-up book of this next song, which is America the Beautiful. I'm going to show both books. They're like this. This one is just really verse 1, and then this is all 4 verses. So I'm going to show this one first, and then do the second verse and the third and the fourth verse with this other book. But it's America the Beautiful, and these are Neil Waldman illustrations. They're like beautiful watercolors, and this just talks about the book itself, and I'll read it. It says, "The seeds for this book were planted many years ago when I lived on a communal farm in Israel. I'd gone to visit my friend Moti Cheval in his room after a long hot day of avocado picking, and as we sat talking, the subject of travel came up. 'How would you like to see the United States together?' Moti asked me. 'I don't know,' I answered. After all, I had left the United States to live in Israel after college and had no plans to return then, but Moti persisted. He filled my head with visions of beautiful places until I finally succumbed. Strange, I thought, to be convinced to see my own country by a foreigner." And then they go on to talk about how they've traveled all over, and the paintings in this book are a visual record of the first cross-country trip, and for all those landscapes reflect places that they saw. And it says, all thanks to a little red-headed foreigner named Moti Cheval. And the author is Neil Waldman. This book came out in 1993. So the illustrations are really beautiful. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain, America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood. From sea to shining sea. And they tell you where they all come from. But this other book, it's like you're singing the Baptist hymn version. They do all 4 verses of the song, and it's actually interesting that the books sometimes use some of the same types of images of the United States. I won't read that due to time, but I will sing all. If you're following what's going on politically, it's pretty interesting. The 4 lyrics, I mean, you don't hear these lyrics very often, so it's really one of the reasons why I share them. So, oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plains, America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. O beautiful for pilgrim feet, who stern in passion stress, a thoroughfare for freedom beat across the wilderness. America, America, God mend thine every flaw. Confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in law. O beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. O beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. And then they do a little bit about the author, Katharine Lee Bates, and Samuel Augustus Ward. They give you the music and even like a facsimile of like the original lyric, which I thought is kind of cool. And then again, like the other book, they show you the different times and places of America, complete with a map. It's really a great book. And America the Beautiful, a couple books for the 4th of July. Happy 4th, everybody.